What's happening, everyone? I'm just sharing this shit right now. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? It's Wednesday. It's just fucking Wednesday. Oh my god. Uh, should I start off with something a little bit more salty? I'm gonna do something a little bit more salty. I started this last night. I'm gonna bring an older fucking prompin because I want it to be a little saucy. Let's do this one. I'm sure that will wrinkle some feathers. Ruffle, not ruffle, not wrinkle. Who the fuck says wrinkle? Ruffle some feathers. So, how's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. As always, live. 2 rules. Number 1, it's all about having fun. No toxicity. No shitting on each other. If it gets out of control, I'm just going to end the live or drop people. Kind of like how I did last night. And number 2 is you have to be 18 years or older to jump on up. So, the prompt says it all. When it comes down to being a fighter, I put martial artist there, but it's synonymous with each other. In terms of being a fighter, Superman is a better fighter than Goku in terms of having more styles known and mastered, more experience, better masters or trainers, better battle IQ, and better application. So, that is my stance. I'll let people up. We can discuss it. We can have a good chat. What's happening, brother? Oh, he's still loading up.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, what's happening?
I mean, it's clearly obvious that Superman is more skilled than Goku.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I don't think people are going to dispute that. Like, people
You'd be surprised.
realize that Superman does know fighting styles.
I mean, if
Yeah, I think there's going to be a fair amount of people disputing it. Last time I had it up, a lot of people did. But
this is my dispute. If we're talking about the world of Dragon Ball, Ultra Instinct is going to be one of the highest levels of martial arts because you've gotten your skills to the point where your body reacts for you. I don't know what martial arts is going to be better.
May I give a response to that?
Yeah, of course.
Many DC characters already have that. Batman had that all the way back in the 1970s. Superman has that ability even when he doesn't have powers. Like, the ability to have movement without thought is like it's almost like a fucking starter pack for many of the martial artists in DC. Yeah, Nightwing, Tim Drake, Jason Todd, Damian Wayne, Lady Shiva, even fucking Catwoman has that shit. So the concept of now Ultra Instinct, right? You can look at it 2 ways. It's the concept of the ability and then the transformation itself. If we're talking about the concept and ability, yeah, Superman has that shit in spades.
Yeah, I'm talking about the concept and ability, but all the DC showcases of it have been like it's their perception and their body moves from their perception. Ultra Instinct is like every single part of your body has its own mind. Goku could close his eyes and
So before I do
Superman,
is this rage bait?
Superman got brought.
Superman got blinded, and he went off of his instincts and hearing, and he threw Eradicator, Resolve, Cyber Superman, and General Zod into each other. All those are Superman levels, which is like low multi.
Is this rage bait?
Yeah, but see, you said off of hearing. That already debunks my
rage.
like your argument. I'm saying Ultra Instinct is every part of your body basically thinks on its own. You could close your eyes. You could have no hearing, no sense of that.
Okay, but it goes back to the fact that Ultra Instinct is the ability to move your body without conscious thought, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's the
and many characters like Deathstroke, and I'll take Deathstroke for example.
We actually said that.
What was that?
We actually said that.
Yeah, it's the ability to move your body without conscious thought, right? Yes. Now, if you have a metaphysical ability to move into...
Because, I mean, we move our bodies without conscious thought all the time, if we being honest, bro. And, like, we just in a constant say that.
But we don't have Ultra Instinct.
Nah, man. Have you had morning wood? That's your body moving without conscious thought.
Exactly.
Hey, usually when we get morning wood, it's because we are with a woman. Come on now.
Can I ask, like, there levels to it, you know? Like, Whis is in a constant state of it, so... Yeah. It's basically
like... He has true Ultra Instinct. Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct, and towards the end, like the very end, after that green-haired dude, he's at a level where it's autonomous, like his body thinks on its own.
But here's the thing.
It's like his body moves.
Here's the thing. Ultimately, when it comes down to Goku's Ultra Instinct, if we're going to rest on that, Goku has not displayed anything with Ultra Instinct that hasn't been done by many people in DC, including Superman. Even if we want to go to the more recent stuff with Goku using Ultra Instinct, it's not perfect, right? He still gets tagged, he still gets hit. If you're fast enough, if you're strong enough, if you're skilled enough, you can still hit him. So,
okay, can I add on to that real quick, though? Like, normally that's because the people that he's fighting are stronger than him. Everybody knows that, like, in Dragon Ball, your perception, your power, your speed, all of that is tied to your ki. So if somebody's stronger, then yeah, they're going to be able to tag you. And also,
so if
DC, though. Like,
so then, hold on, one at a time. So that would go to what I would say as a secondary point. Many of Goku's techniques, skills, or abilities derive from how powerful he is. Superman, even without powers, has fundamentally gone up against people that are drastically more powerful than him, utilizing skill and technique to outfight them. Whereas Goku has this ultra-autonomous instinct, yet if you just outclass him, then Goku's skill is really not that good enough to get around being outclassed in power.
I'd like to add on to that as well. That's actually a common misconception, bro. Like, I've heard so many people say that. If I was to, like, show you most of Goku's fights, like, for instance, the Cell fight, when he was in Super Saiyan, Master Super Saiyan, literally, they were fighting. He said that Cell was stronger, but Goku was so skilled that, like, literally to everybody else, it looked like Cell was holding back. That's how strong the thing was. But Goku was literally able to fight on par with him just because of his fight IQ. And mind you,
but here's the difference, brother. And this is what I'm pointing out. Goku still lost that fight. Superman wins his fights. You can go relative and use your skill. Listen, I'm not saying Goku's bad or trash martial artist. That's not what I'm saying. Goku's skill did help him keep up with Cell, but who won that fight? It was Cell, or at least Goku conceded.
I think the only reason why Cell won that fight is because Goku did say he quit.
Goku gave up.
But even Gohan, when he fought Cell, he wasn't beating Cell until he went SSJ2. So, like, it goes back to
because with that, actually, Gohan was a pacifist. He didn't even want to fight. He was playing defensively.
But it goes back to what I'm saying, right?
Because we can't.
Okay, we're gonna go off to the topic to something else. But if we're gonna play this game, and I'm not saying that disingenuously. If you look at all the fights of Goku throughout Dragon Ball, when has he defeated an opponent purely based off his skill? Without a transformation, without a power-up, without an assist?
OG Dragon Ball.
No, I said since Dragon Ball Z. I know OG Dragon Ball he has, but OG Dragon Ball he hasn't been fighting that way in a while.
Okay, well, we'd have to walk you through all of his fights. So let's see here. We got the Raditz saga where, he had to basically Piccolo used his special beam cannon. After that, you got the Saiyan saga with Vegeta. And actually, Goku was still using the Kaioken. And he was still like under Vegeta, who had like a power level of 18,000, but Goku was like still slightly below. But Goku was able to hang in there and actually get the better of Vegeta, forcing him to resort to like trying to blow up the planet.
But hold on, dude. Okay, wait, one sec. For the sake of time and for the sake of like allowing everyone to get in, let's just streamline it because we can throw all the context in as possible. Well, he was relative up this point, or he was getting the better at that point. Who won the fight, right? Raditz. Okay. Raditz lost because Goku and Piccolo had to work together, and Goku died.
That's Vegeta, fair, but if you go to
Vegeta won.
Goku, the Vegeta fight had multiple phases, though. If you really think about it, you could
correct. But did Goku defeat Vegeta?
Yes, the first time, yes. When he forced him to like try and blow up the planet, I would say that Goku defeated him.
Dude, well, hold on. Vegeta was not knocked out. Vegeta didn't die. Vegeta came back. He came back and he said, "Fuck this. I'm just gonna go Uzaru." So he did not defeat Vegeta. I'm gonna blow up the
planet, and then he said, "I'm gonna go Uzaru." Goku.
Okay, but did Goku stopped his attack? He didn't beat him.
No, literally.
He wasn't okay. Was Vegeta knocked out? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, was Vegeta killed? Yes or no?
Would Vegeta have threatened to blow up the planet if he was winning?
But listen,
would he resort to such
the match. Listen, was the fight over? Yes or no?
Dude, this is like me getting my ass beat and then pulling out a gun. Wait, can I even say that?
No,
because that's kind of what Vegeta did. He pulled out the galaxy.
But here's the thing. Even Goku putting out his best move against Vegeta's best move, at best, was able to stop Vegeta's attack. But Goku was spent after that, and Vegeta came back and said, "I'm done with this fucking shit." The fight didn't end. Like, Goku had one bit of relativity. At the end of the day, right, we can nitpick about what parts of the fight Goku did better on, what parts Vegeta did better on, how they win, how they didn't win. At the end of the day, Goku never knocked him out. He never killed him. He never beat him. He lost. It took the entire. It took. Okay. So then we continue going.
You make some valid points, but you kind of gotta like recount the entire life.
Give me 1 minute because I can't stay for too long. The reason why I joined the live is because someone was saying that Ultra Instinct, what Ultra Instinct does is different from what like Batman does in DC, and I don't think that's the case. They're saying it's different because the body moves on its own, while like Batman needs, Superman needs like to hear things to move, but the body is not moving on its own because for a body to respond, it needs to get external signals, whether that's key sensing, whether that's seeing, hearing, touching. Those are external signals. If Batman had key sense, he would be able to do the exact same thing Goku does in Ultra Instinct. What Batman and Superman does is no different than Ultra Instinct. Their body is receiving external impulses and reacting on its own. It's that simple.
Yeah, just fighting on instinct. But to wrap up my previous point, like I get what you're saying. Technically, if you like consider, losing as like getting knocked out and killed or something like that, then yeah, I guess by that logic, Goku didn't win. But what I'm saying is, if you get beat, like even in real life, bro, like if you get whooped so bad that you have to pull out a weapon or a pew pew, I think the consensus is that you basically won that, and that's
true.
What happened.
And listen, you're not wrong on that. That's the nature of Dragon Ball. Power up, transform, get more powerful, right? You could say the same thing when he fought Frieza, right? Frieza was beating his ass so bad, he had to come back, turn Super Saiyan, whip out the Pew Pew, which is a power-up, similar to the Uzaru, and then have to, right? So, again, the purpose is this. Let me just clarify one thing. Victories in Death Battle, by my opinion, and generally by most, but not all, is victory can be attained by death, KO, battlefield removal for extended period amount of time, or incapacitation for extended period amount of time, making someone unable to fight, right? So killing someone, knocking someone out, restraining them, maybe like fucking using foam to make it so that they don't move, or putting them to sleep with like a sleep powder, and finally Battlefield removing them, teleporting them into the sun, right? Something like that. So, in the criteria of Goku's fights, and I'm just going to streamline this, and please allow me to do so, and then I'll allow you to respond. Goku's fights post-Z does not have him ever winning purely on his skill. It's usually A, context, or B, he gets more powerful with the transformation, or just more powerful, right? When he fought against, when Piccolo and him fought against Raditz, Piccolo had to power up, and it was a 2v1, so we shouldn't even count that fight, right? Vegeta won that fight. Vegeta turned Goku from Christopher Walkins into Christopher Reeves. That's simple. Goku never knocked him out, never killed him, never did anything, right? Frieza, well, the Ginyu Force he took out, right? But those aren't big bads. We're talking about just big bads. Frieza, the only reason why he beat Frieza wasn't skill. Frieza's a trash fighter, by his own admission. He had to go Super Saiyan. So again, his skill was not enough. He had to massively transform. When he fought Cell, his skill was enough to stay relative, but Cell was not breaking a sweat. Cell was not losing, and Cell would have won. Goku was not strong enough. And then when it came to Buu, sure, with Fat Buu, he states he could have killed him, but in the final fight against Kid Buu, he needed to do a spirit bomb and the assistance of Vegeta to kill that motherfucker. When even in Dynama, where he was fighting whatever his name is, Goma, right? Goma, he had to have that fucking old ass Namekian with the wrinkly ass testicles give him Super Saiyan 4 just to stay in the fight. Now, granted, vice versa, he was getting more powerful with the third eye, and then we move on to Beerus. Beerus wasn't even putting full 100%. Goku had to power up just to be relative. And then we go over to the Universe Tournament 6. When he fought against Hit, depending on how you look at it from the manga or from the anime,
Goku was just raising his power like long enough to because if you're stronger than Hit, then like his time skip doesn't work. So.
True, but at the end of the day, both in the manga and the anime, Goku gave up. He just wasn't able to do enough. And then in their rematch, Hit still defeated him. And then even if we go further, right, when it comes down to fighting against Merged Zamasu or Zamasu and Goku Black, right, Vegeta mostly fought Goku Black. It was mostly Goku versus Zamasu, but they couldn't beat those motherfuckers. The skill was not enough. Even when they went back and powered up, it wasn't enough. They had to fuse. And then the power of love with the Trunks sword was like what took it. And that wasn't even enough. It was fucking Zenu that ultimately put the nail in the coffin. And then finally we go to the Tournament of Power. He didn't he wasn't able to outskill Jiren, right? He had to go Ultra Instinct, was finally beating him, couldn't hold the transformation, and then his body gave out. And at the end of the day, it was him and Frieza and 17 going up against him. So 3-on-1. Then we go over to Broly, right? That motherfucker was beating the shit out of Goku towards the end. What did they have to do? Power up and fuse. Goku tried to use skill on him, like with the God stall and all that shit.
Yeah, and it worked for a minute, but Broly just became too strong.
Exactly, because he's powerful, right? And then we go over to the the Moro arc and the Granola arc, and again, like their shit wasn't like you strip away their fucking key, they became useless. He had to go train, get better with Ultra Instinct, and then like again, even to the Granola arc, he was getting wiped by fucking Granola with Ultra Instinct because Granola was just stronger. All the years that Granola used to cheat to become more powerful, and all the years meant nothing because his skill didn't help him. And then we're going into the more modern stuff, right? Because right now the manga just restarted. I haven't read the latest chapter, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, and this is not to say Goku is trash, but when Superman is at a massive disadvantage physically, he uses his intellect, battle IQ, and skill to defeat an opponent. This goes across the board for.
When did he do that?
When they do that against the Wrath was an extremely much more powerful version of Superman. Basically, it's from the New 52 Superman Unchained. Superman said, "Fuck this shit! I'm bringing him to the Earth's core, and I'm just going to Krav Maga him. I'm going to put him in a position in which I will utilize my battle IQ and skill to beat the fuck out of him." Or when he was fighting 3-on-1 blind against the likes of Cyborg Superman. It was Eradicator. I forget who the third one is. I think it was Mongol. I could be wrong. But he was able to use his skill to outfight them, predict where they were going, even though that he was physically being outclassed and at a nerve not having his sight. So, I mean, those are just two examples. I can keep going, but
so you got a
for the
point
sake
with
of
that.
time,
I'm not gonna lie, that's valid, but I think that I think it's the fact, like, this all boils down to the fact that, like, he doesn't work how I guess. I mean, Ki is the main context here, bro, because you got to think about it. Like, if Goku or if Superman was still able to damage these people who are like still massively outscaling him, I don't know. Because, like, a lot of times, bro, if somebody in Dragon Ball is stronger than you, you can, like, throw your hardest punch or whatever, bro, and they'll just, like, stand there, like Krillin was doing with Cell. Krillin was literally giving it all he got, and, like, Cell was just standing there. So a lot of times, you can't even inflict damage or meaningful damage if they just, like, outscale you, bro.
And I'm glad you admit that, because that is the nature of the worlds. They are not one-to-one, right? How they treat martial arts in the two different worlds is fundamentally different. The way that DC treats combat and martial arts is almost, it's a superpower. You can do extraordinary things like Batman damaging aliens that were fighting against Superman with his punching kicks, or being able to go relative to Solomon Grundy and knock that fucker out, or be able to respond and knock out Supergirl with martial art technique, right? They use their martial arts almost like a superpower, whereas Dragon Ball uses their martial arts as like a backdrop for what is really their power system, which is getting more powerful. If their character, like, why would Goku need to learn more martial arts, different fighting skills, when he can just become more powerful? Every master that he's gone to post-Korin, to my knowledge, right? King Kai, he didn't teach him a new style. He didn't teach anything except for Kaioken, which is a technique, and Spirit Bomb.
And then help them physically. Are you one of those people who says, like, Goku doesn't know all martial arts or something?
No. Listen, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, and that's a discussion for a different time. What I'm saying is this. Post-Korin, he didn't learn any new martial arts. He's learning techniques. When he goes to Whis isn't like, here is the 5-knuckle shuffle of the god technique, skill, punch, and this block here is called the wing of the Whis. No, he's teaching him Ultra Instinct, a technique, and how to move, and how to power up, and become stronger physically. Even fucking Beerus is teaching Vegeta, no, I'm not teaching you like the fucking cat eyes kick or block or this is my style. I'm showing you how to use Hakai. So every time Goku needs to become better, it's not him bettering himself as a martial artist. It's him physically getting stronger, getting power-ups, and learning either new hacks or transformations. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it greatly diminishes the importance of his martial arts, because his martial arts aren't as important in a fight at all, because of the nature of the universe as powering up, getting more powerful. To your own admission, he could be the greatest martial artist in the world, but if Cell is stronger, that guy's going to just laugh it off while getting an erection. Like, he's just going to sit there while he's getting punched in the face, and it doesn't fucking matter. Their whole thing is based off powering up. So, based off that, Superman or Batman or Black Panther or Captain America, they have to be skilled. They have to fundamentally be a better fighter, right? Superman constantly trains. He trains with Batman, trains with Wonder Woman. Fucker spent 1,000 years with Thor. Like, Superman's constantly training, right? To learn new techniques, new fighting skills. He implements them. When he was fighting against Bizarro and Mongol, and he was getting overwhelmed, right? You know who Bizarro and Mongol is, do you?
Yeah, reverse Superman.
Yeah. So
I know who Bizarro is.
because he was with Mongol. Yeah, Mongol is just like, think of Thanos, only DC side. Okay, that's the best way I can describe him, layman terms. Superman was able to outfight them because he started using boxing and rope-a-doping. Like, he even comments to Mongol. Mongol's like, how the fuck are you beating both of us? He's like, I'm using rope-a-dope. Like, you guys are just throwing punches. Like, I'm using skill. So again, that's the difference is that's why I think Superman's a better martial artist. And that's why I think a lot of the Bat family is a better martial artist than Goku. If Goku fought Batman, Goku would fucking annihilate him. He would fart a Kamehameha wave in his face and eviscerate him into two. But if those fuckers were fighting equal stats and just hand to hand, Batman would wash them so unfairly, and it would almost be like a crime. Because
So
just on.
if I
Sorry,
have
I
this,
rambled.
right,
Go ahead.
my bad. Like, okay, if this is, I'm trying to figure out how like to frame this though. Like, I mean, I don't know. I figure out like, since you did like point out, or since that I pointed out, like, you know, this is just like the nature of like how Dragon Ball characters work. You know, like if you're stronger than them, then like your attacks aren't gonna do anything. Don't you think that like if we put him against a character who doesn't like go by that same logic, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like, if
Are
we
you
apply
trying to like equalize the laws of the worlds?
yeah, like it's not like honestly, like assuming that your argument is true, you know, even if I didn't agree with it, like even if like I believed it, you know, like that doesn't really like inherently make Goku a bad strategist or, you know, martial artist. It just means that, right, like the nature of his verse doesn't allow him to do the things that like Superman would do, you know. So I'm just saying, like, if you take Goku and put him against Superman, and you know, if Goku has good battle tactics, you know, and is a good fighter, you know, his verse just doesn't allow him to do what Superman does. Why would that inherently make Superman the better martial artist? Like, does what I'm saying make sense?
So,
you know, like,
so can I hold on, Andrew? Can I answer that?
inherently make Superman the better martial artist. Like, does what I'm saying make sense? You know, like,
So can I hold on, Andrew? Can I answer that?
Examples, if you allow me. First is, you're right. The thing is Goku's universe is the equivalent of like him fighting a bunch of 5-year-olds and he's Brock Lesnar. Like, how skilled does he need to be if he's just more powerful? Where Superman
DC is the 5-year-old
is, fuck, there's a bunch of Brock Lesnars, and yeah. So here's the thing. The problem with using an example against Superman, and maybe you might disagree with this, but I wholeheartedly believe this to be factual. Even if we were to take in their powers and it just happened all out fight, Superman just outclasses Goku in every single category. AP, speed, strength, durability, maneuverability, intellect, and all that stuff, right? So then we have to ask ourselves, what do? Do we equalize their stats? Do we make it so that Superman and Goku are both regular schmegular humans and they're just fighting their skill? Well, then, right, then you have a different conversation, but it's still unfair to Goku because he doesn't fight that way, right? He can fight with skill, but if someone is a better or more equal skilled fighter than him, he's got a problem. And Superman, unironically, is a more skilled fighter. He has better masters, right? You talk about. Sorry, my live just paused. I don't know where I left off, but if you can you guys hear me okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. If you look at it, like even the teachers, Superman has learned from like Whis or a god. That's fine. Wonder Woman was the goddess of war, right? Batman, the world's greatest fighter. Thor, the god of thunder. Black Canary, one of the best fighters in DC. Wildcat, the best boxer in DC. Wanowski, right? Wanowski is a person that trains the new gods, the fucking new gods, and he specifically trained Superman without his powers. Mongol, the greatest how should I say? Well, he's basically a gladiatorial combatant, right? Warlord, combatant, right? He trained Superman. So, like, the level and degree of people that train Superman are not just martial artists, but gods, warriors, demons, boxers, street fighters. Like, he's had such diversity in his level of skill and teachers, and he trains regularly. Like,
So
not just that. Here's the biggest thing. Here's the biggest thing I want to just point, and I'll let you talk. Superman also fights more than Goku. Goku fights a big battle, and then there's like a 3-year period where he just trains, and then he fights a big battle, and then like 7 years, and he's dead, and he trains, and then another big battle, and then he trains. Where Superman is out there every fucking day, training and beating the fuck out of people. Like, there's no day off for Superman. He doesn't get to go in the hyperbolic time chamber and relax. He doesn't get to fucking like chill for 3 months while his wife bitches at him about radishes farms. Like, he's got to always be Superman. Goku has less experience just by nature. And then if we factor in the fact that Superman spent 1,000 years in Asgard fighting with Thor and the Asgardians, like, the amount of experience Superman has greatly outweighs Goku. But go ahead. I was rambling. My apologies.
So what you're saying about like the diversity of the masters, you know, Beerus and Whis are millions, maybe even billions of years old. Two, Grandpa Gohan was stated to have no equal in every martial art that there is on Earth. And then, you know, obviously he was trained by Master Roshi, who's like 3,000 years old, and, you know, was equal to, if not superior than Grandpa Gohan. So he's already training with people who have like centuries upon millennia of like experiences, you know. And these people were
Superman.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Wait.
I don't think like time or length is of how long someone has like been around equates to your skill. Like, Winosky has been around. Winosky's been around for billions of years too. Like, Superman trained with Thor, who is God that's been around for thousands and thousands of years. Like,
yeah, and I have to give him credit for that, because, you know, that's thousands of years of fighting and battle and combat experience. You know, also,
well, it's not just that, but like, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My apologies.
You also had said that like Superman has more experience. Well, by nature, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like Goku is pushing 50, bro. You know, but what you're saying?
So is Superman.
What you're saying about the
Superman is canonically, I think, 48. If you go by the Superman started being Superman officially at 25 years old, and the DC universe has been around for about, like, the characters have been the superheroes for about 15 to 20 years. So he's around 45 to 48.
Well, hold on, let me get to my point first, because, like, you know, I wasn't really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's valid. You know, I gotta like think about. May I ask, like, when exactly did he train with Thor for 1,000 years? Because you said he's like 48, but then he trained for 1,000 years. How does that work?
If
like,
you want me
like
to, I can
get situation.
So
like,
no. If you want me to, I can get you the exact issue. I can go into my Discord once I park. Wonder Woman. It's not just Thor. Wonder Woman was there too, but Wonder Woman and Superman were taken away to Asgard, and the rules of Asgard as time passes differently. For what was a day in the real world, Lois was without Superman for a day. Superman and Wonder Woman were fighting an endless conflict with the Asgardians in Thor, in which Superman was also getting, you know, more skilled and more knowledge during that time for the equivalent of 1,000 years. So it was kind of like hyperbolic time chamber in nature, only longer, because DC's like dimensional planes act differently. I'll give you another example. Batman once went to a dimensional plane similar that just had these relentless monsters with Wonder Woman for 36 years. And the thing is he didn't age at all. He was still like 40 when he got out, but 36 years of just nonstop fighting. They got like a break at night to sleep for like 3 hours. So that's how it worked. I'm parking now. I can get you the issue.
Yeah, and also, what about like Goku being a Saiyan who's naturally like adept at combat? Like, does that not also play a factor? Like, honestly, I would give Goku the advantage of obviously having the same amount of masters who are arguably more skilled than Deuce. Like, you know,
Deuce. Hold up. Let me spit this real quick. Deuce, you're on the right track, right? A part of martial arts is not only skill but adaptability.
Right.
Everyone's arguing the skill aspect of the fight, but is not only skill but adaptability.
Right.
Everyone's arguing the skill aspect of the fight, but I would say that.
However, here's my thing. Here's my pushback to that. To one of the things that keeps being said. Real quick. Someone can be a master martial artist in one world, right? But the thing is, what is that person specific universe to become a master of that verse, right? Like angels in that verse, like they're very skilled fighters, etc. But like comparative to the feats that we have of them using said martial arts to DC would have an overwhelming of more feats as far as quality martial arts with characters like Wonder Woman, Batman. Hell, if you want to throw Superman in there, fine. Black Canary, Green Arrow, Connor Hawk, Lady Shiva, the list goes on. So it's like you can gauge those fighters off of each other. You can't really gauge Whis really anywhere because we don't even really see him fight. We just know that he can fight well. But here's the thing. how well can he fight in comparative to somebody of like Batman? You know what I'm saying? Like it's more of the fact of like, because we're taking these two characters from the different verses, so we have to take them from the respective verses and allow them to be able to be like, all right, Goku trains with Whis. Cool. Has he ever beat Whis? No, but he's been trained by him. That's cool. That's fine. But again, there's never been an overabundance of things as far as martial arts that Batman hasn't either already done in his verse and or done better.
You make
So
a
the
point,
fact,
but I'd actually like to add on to this. And this is some real deal, like martial wisdom, you know, because I actually practice martial arts myself. You know, Bruce Lee said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times."
one kick
So
1,000 times.
the volume of martial arts isn't that much. Like, would you rather?
Two things.
Hold on.
Like, would you rather master, or not even master? Would you rather like train in a bunch of different styles? You know what I'm saying? Or just be really good at one style, to like adapt.
So Andrew, can I rebuttal, because he was
yes, you can, but I want to just interject right afterwards, because there's two things I wanted to say that my phone froze.
Yeah, no, you're good. So appreciate a fellow martial artist. There's like three of us up here, so like when it comes to martial arts, I'm aware of like when it comes to like the difficulties of learning different forms, different styles, while also trying to have great quality in said styles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not where I'm coming from my side of the argument. It's more of the fact of what I'm saying is Bruce has the quality and the quantity. It's not like one is lower than the other. I could understand if one was, then your point would make sense about like, oh, I'd rather someone have the quality and efficiency of one martial art than somebody does of one efficiency in martial art and is only kind of good in the four others that he knows. I get that. But with Bruce, he's efficient in everything he practices. That's the difference.
Right, that is true. But I only brought that up because I thought that was like the direction that you were going and with that. And even still, you know, like I said, Grandpa Gohan has the same statement, you know, of being efficient in every single martial art too.
Dude, we have to let go. We have to let go of the skill stuff, bro. We're not gonna. You can't match it with the skill, bro.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
like,
real quickly, because I wanted to say two things just as a response. Number one, like Adonna said, a bunch of us, like I'm a fifth degree black belt. I've been training for 20 years, so like the approach that I'm taking is over 21 years almost. The approach I'm taking is from both like the comic book aspect, where like yes, having multiple skills is important, but also from the real world aspect. But you brought up an interesting point that I just want to touch upon. You said Goku is naturally inclined to be a good fighter. Pardon being that Goku is who he is, and probably because of his same blood.
Yeah.
But let me just give you an example of Superman. Superman's ability to efficiently learn and master something near instantly is unmatched. I'm going to give you an example. Superman had Lois Lane, and she was dying, right? There was a complex surgery that no one could perform in the time that it would have taken to save her.
I know what you're talking about. He immediately learned how to do the surgery.
Exactly. Superman, within just a matter of seconds, learned 10 years worth of like doctoring ability. Another example, Superman was with Neil deGrasse Tyson, no joke about that, and they were looking at an image on a computer. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that the image would take about 2 years to calculate all the complex algorithms to formulate a shape of it. Superman looked at it for 2 seconds, walked over, typed everything in, and was able to create the image, which was Krypton. Superman's ability to process information, learn information, master skills and abilities is wild. Like, this man just walked around the earth and learn languages naturally and instinctively because of his ability to learn and adapt.
Perfect, Andrew. Perfect. No, perfect, Andrew.
You even see that with the new Absolute Superman. Like, it's a part of his abilities. He's super smart too. That motherfucker is Superman.
No, I was gonna say perfect. Y'all both are tying into my argument. Everything you noted, Goku has done the same exact thing from Dragon Ball to current Dragon Ball Super.
I mean, maybe not no
villain he's fought against. Like that, but, you can name more than 3 instances of him instantly adapting to the way they fight.
That is true, or copying their technique too. So.
And that's why I argued. Like the skill aspect, the skill aspect I already know. Like fucking in terms of like how many martial arts somebody knows, the intricacy of it, how long they've been doing it, all that stuff. Goku doesn't have that. When it comes to adaptability, my argument, or the way I would argue it or word it is, everything Superman could throw, what's stopping Goku from adapting the moment he throws? And then like you can make the rebuttal, Superman will do the same thing. And then I go back to make the same argument back. It's I think adaptability takes over skill when it comes to fights.
I agree. Only depending on how good your adaptability. I can't speak, but I can speak English, motherfucker. Do I speak it? Here we go. So what I'm saying is that when you have good adaptability, my thing is this: multitude of times it does take Goku a minute to adapt. I don't think he's ever went into a fight without having prior knowledge, or instantly adapting to it after just one.
I'd like to attack that real quick,
especially if it's something that he does not know at all. That's
so.
That's
Wait,
what I'm saying.
I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with GT, but literally, Goku was blinded. Like he got his eye slashed, bro. And you already know what I'm talking about. Like even though this is like the same version of Goku,
this nigga using GT?
Hey,
that's not. Hold on. All right, all right. So I actually have multiple canon rebuttals.
Hold on. But wait, let me finish this too, though. Keep in mind, mind you, this is a Goku that actually was training for 15 years after the Buu saga. So I'd argue that GT Goku is more skilled. Like if you take away Ultra Instinct, but this dude basically was using Ultra Instinct.
That's not canon.
What do you mean by 15 years?
That's fine, but you're using GT, which doesn't matter.
Right, in 15 years, only thing in GT that happened was he trained Oob.
All right, let me see.
Hold on, listen. He left from the tournament. He took Oob, trained him, and then after that, he got turned into a little kid. So there was no 15-year marker and shit like that.
No, there was 15 years after Z, like total. But
dude's not GT is just not canon. I ain't gonna.
It's not even canon.
No. I'm not gonna lie. No, we have to. No, it's officially not canon, nigga. We just got Super Saiyan 4.
Whoa, that's a spoiler, brother.
I thought everybody knew it at this point.
Nightcrawler, hold on. It's been in every corner of the universe. Nobody knows that this did not happen. Everybody knows this shit.
I'm just trying to be fair.
Everybody knows this. I'm just saying.
I gotta give a warning because it's gonna be
okay. You know what? Okay, I won't even say it. You're right. Let me be respectful. You know what I'm talking about. Daima just released that shit. That officially means that the shit that happened in GT is no longer canon.
It was never canon, but.
But I'm just saying it puts that argument to bed is what I'm saying.
Just so I don't know if Andrew plans on going to the next topic, but the conclude my argument with the adaptability stuff. Your argument, same thing with Marvel and Chi. I believe Ki and skill are like correspondent in Dragon Ball. Like I think in terms when they describe martial arts, I think it's both the skill and Ki aspect of it. So the technique of Kamehameha, Goku first sight was able to do that shit. When he interacted with Hit, like it doesn't give a specific time instance of when he adapted to Hit.
You
we just know that during the fight.
We don't do returns here. You have to call in.
Oh no, sorry, not return. I had a conversation.
During the fight at some point, Goku got the aspect of what Hit's ability is, and during his fight, he was able to applicate that. Yes. From the beginning, he started building using the building blocks from the beginning of the fight.
Was he adapting? Was he adapting?
We have to remember. We have to remember though, Nightcrawler.
That's my point. But we don't know exactly when he got that information. Is what I'm saying. We don't have a verbatim statement of him saying like, "Hey, when he hit Vegeta at this time." That's when I was just like, damn, that's what that.
Okay, but Nightcrawler, I would say though that it's not narratively implied, but implied in seeing the fact that he was able to figure it out while watching Vegeta fight. That no matter what point in time, he was able to figure it out. Regardless, he figured it out by watching.
That's my agree. So I agree with that, and that's why we have to go on a neutral standpoint and say that it could be the beginning, it could be at the very end, it could be in the middle. We don't know, so we have to neutralize it. And say,
let's look at this. So when it came to him fighting Brawly, was he adapting when he was fighting Brawly?
No,
Yes, the first thing he did when he
say.
saw Broly beat the fuck out of Vegeta was try to conceal him in his key guard because he knew like, hey, fighting this guy physically is not it.
He fought Broly first. He got
No,
his
he
ass
didn't.
beat.
Okay, my thing is real quick. Real quick. Bruce has taught Clark a lot. So is Wonder
Exactly.
Woman.
Bruce, Wonder Woman. Yep.
Can you
if
actually
not,
quantify what a lot means?
I mean,
I can.
probably Andrew could in specifically, but as
Like,
far as I know,
So,
he's taught him. As far as I know, he's taught him. He's taught him Krav Maga.
so
He's taught him
grapples,
karate,
grapples,
if
grappling,
you
judo. I'm pretty
if
sure
you
hasn't he taught him the death touch too, or am I or no?
so if you want, so this is assumption. So keyword is assumption. But whenever Bruce trains someone, he always gives them the disc that trains them in the core 127 martial arts. So again, this is assumption, but we know the day after that Superman and Batman met, they started training, and Batman would have given him at least the bare minimum of that stuff. And then in turn, Batman got the Kryptonian martial arts from Superman as he displayed. So again, this is an assumption. I don't like using assumption, but we can assume that he's at least learned the basic stuff that spoiler, like Tim Drake, like all these, like every Bat family member gets.
I say, all right. I want to clarify real quick. I do think Superman beats Goku's ass, but the way people are arguing it right now is not it. So I have to stand up for my nigga Goku.
I get it. No, I get it. I get it. I do.
Fight or like just like in general, like you think that Superman is a better martial artist than Goku?
Oh, bro, like Superman, like everything adaptability, he goes bar for Goku, but just no one's brought it up. Like Andrew brought it up a little bit, but it's just like he has the adaptability and skill aspect of what martial arts really is. Goku just has the adaptability and not the skill. Like he lacks.
So far we've just been able to prove that they're relative, like
in terms of adaptability, yeah.
So one thing that I'd also like to point out is like, do y'all remember Resurrection F when like Goku was literally able to point out like the flaw within Frieza's form?
Wait. Are you talking about the fact that he realized that nigga didn't train before?
Yeah.
No, not that. Well, yeah, but we're not.
I mean, just saying that
because,
made me feel kind of bad that he's been beating our ass for this long.
Because that was actually Frieza had trained to get that form. Like that's the thing. Like, before he became golden, Frieza never trained. So I'm talking about when Goku realized, hey, this nigga's form is actually consuming his ki faster than he can replenish it. But Frieza was actually stronger and was whooping his ass. But Goku was smart enough to realize like the fatal flaw with that form.
Sure. Now, here's the thing. No, hold on real quick, Nightcrawler. I'm sorry.
You already did that.
Real quick. The thing about that is though, Goku is, I would say, connoisseur isn't the word, but he's very, very, very much in tune with learning and knowing how ki works, right? So sure, I would give him that he's able to figure out things that deal with ki. Like that's something he is a specialist in and can figure out. So I don't really think that, but the thing is, Superman doesn't have ki. So it's like I don't really think how that matters in this situation.
Does. Every DC has ki. It's mentioned in Cassandra Nova's most recent, or not Cassandra Nova, Cassandra King's most recent. It's a life force thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like it says everybody has life force. It's just like different. It's just different depictions and different.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking about it different because I just. Oh, go ahead.
One thing, I'm sorry, Adonis. One thing to point out: one of Superman's Kryptonian martial arts, specifically the Torkov Vo, which allows him to do that Susanoo or to expand his energy field, that is specifically tied into ki or energy or life force or theta, whatever you want to use. Tomato.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, I knew that was. I thought that was the essence of him, but I didn't. But I wasn't. In my mind, I wasn't thinking like, oh, that's ki. That's not what I was thinking. But
you got to think that you would have to think like because Zod is trained in Kryptonian martial arts, and Zod is doggone guy that him putting on like, yo, bro, like you need training, like you got. And it's amazing to me because people don't ever like give any respect to Batman, Wonder Woman, different other leaguers who have literally actually taught Kal-El how to, hey, bro. Your fighting it's a little bit rough, but you can tune it up so that way the battle don't need to go that long. And like hell, I just not too long ago, who's the dude on Darkseid's planet? It was that purple dude who just finished training like Clark, like literally, like he's literally on a whole nother beast level of like throwing hands. So like I don't know, like the talking point, like not saying like I like we grew up watching Goku, but when it comes to like you never seen Goku like read motherfuckers like on certain levels like that. It's usually now it's kind of like on a key like type of shit. Like okay, as long as I got a kind of key, I can overcome what you're doing. Not no shit like hey,
I think the best
pressure points, I shut you down. Like
the best example for Dragon Ball when it comes to like martial arts is Master Roshi.
Yes,
and you see that shit during the in the manga when he fought Jiren. Like how good he was doing and shit like that, and Goku ended up learning Master Ultra Instinct from that. Well, he learned Ultra Instinct from that shit. Like that's what this question is basically asking. Is like without the damn key and power ups and shit, how far does he go against stronger opponents? And Master Roshi is like the perfect example of what I'm saying.
But here's the thing, though.
Can I ask a question, bro?
Other people try to implicate like ki as like since Dragon Ball says it is martial arts, but the thing is that it's only a added fuel to actually augment your skill in martial arts. It's not really.
Trust me, I know. You get to a point where that shit, like everybody pointing is like, well, it gets to a point where the shit don't even fucking work no more. Motherfuckers too fast, too strong.
My point was like it's not like an aspect that enhances it. Their martial arts is literally both of those aspects combined. Like the martial art cannot exist if it's not ki and skill combined within it.
No, it can work.
No, it can't because every high tier martial artist that actually fights uses ki and skill in terms of their martial arts.
But no,
what about Frieza?
He uses ki and martial arts, even though he was not highly aspect in either like skill, or he was not highly attuned in skill. His ki is what made up for his aspect of martial arts. Because Goku is so even if you have to put the bare minimum, like Goku is like, let's say like a red belt in like fucking karate. When he fought Frieza was still like there are multiple instances where they are clashing with each other blow for blow. So ki is an aspect of how you are able to throw hands in Dragon Ball.
Hold on, wait.
So Nightcrawler, would you, and I'll let you go after this, Ki. Nightcrawler, would you say a safe way to explain it is almost like playing a video game and you have a learning tree, in that the spectrum of martial arts has two branches. You have the branch of ki and the branch of, hand-to-hand combat. And like someone like Frieza put very minimum investment in the fighting aspect, but a tremendous amount of investment in the ki aspect, as opposed to someone like Roshi, who probably put more martial arts in. Well, actually, Roshi's probably not a good example, but you see what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I agree. And then, like, just to like round it out, like, there's also like at the top where both trees interlink with each other, where you can use both ki or the ki and skill.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying, because in the real life definition of like having ki manipulation and applying your martial arts skills, ki manipulation isn't really martial art whatsoever. It is a training aspect in martial arts that you can learn over time to actually better yourself and actually use it to augment your striking skill in your overall martial arts. But it is not a martial arts overall, but it's able to help you out.
See, my problem with that is like specifically for this aspect, I do not think we can make a real life correlation to it. Because I think it's specifically linked to fictional media. Like it does not get portrayed that. Like I don't think it can get portrayed.
Yeah, no, that's all exactly you're saying. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying. That's why we was like trying to bring up, and that's why everything around the debates was saying like Batman versus Goku, equal stats, just hands only. Like that's why we do that, because with keys, it's just key manipulation, and like we use the real life aspect that it's not actually martial arts, it's just the implications with the better.
I'd like to ask something too,
but in Dragon Ball, they just have it noted as martial arts, which is fine. So but when it comes to hands, that's what we actually try to like talk about.
All right, Blurred, you can go, and after Blurred, let me spit real quick.
So the thing about it is this, and the thing about it is, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you saw the highest level of key manipulation. Because Krillin said, listen, we can't fight these people head on. So what we're going to have to do is lower our key levels and maneuver around. Mind you, Vegeta didn't know shit like that until he started watching what Krillin and Gohan were doing. Y'all remember that when Krillin and Gohan were moving around? They were just low on their ki level, and they only raised it when they needed to. And so Frieza and them couldn't pick up on that shit. Like, that's how you knew, like, Frieza wasn't attuned to ki like that. He was just strong. Like, he was just naturally just that bully. So that was the thing about it. Then you started seeing Vegeta start, oh, shit. So that's how y'all do it. Y'all raise our power, but everybody was using scanners. And that's when we started learning scanners was a failed system because a nigga could lower his ki level and shoot it up if he wanted to.
Daredevil.
Huh? So that's why I'm looking. That's why I look at it like how y'all brought in the system. Like it works for so much, but if somebody actually has hands, they can just beat the fuck out of you. Like they really could just put hands on you. But that's why
rebuttal both. I'm gonna touch on Blurred's aspect. That's why I brought up the Goku correlation. Even if we correlate Goku to like a brown belt martial artist, just off the aspect of Frieza being a powerful nigga, he was able to go blow for blow with Goku's skill at the time. It's not like he was able to when they traded hands, Frieza consistently was able to trade hands with Goku.
But real quick, so real quick, my thing is this. When he was throwing hands, right? Like and trading blows, wouldn't you just say, because I this is how I view things. If somebody's faster than you, right, and they're able to perceive what you're doing, then just because, and here's the thing, I would say Frieza's not dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Genius.
But I don't think he's the greatest fighter either. So with him having at baseline intelligence, being able to mimic somebody and or being able to be so fast that I'm able to at least go blow or punch you back in the same manner, or at least just strike you in my own way, but is effective enough. If I'm faster than you, so of course I'd be able to do that. But
thank you, Adonis. Thank you. Now you just agreed that Goku can hang with people who are physically superior than him. Thank you.
No, that's not what I said.
Because you literally said verbatim.
No.
Let me spit.
No, Nightcrawler, I'm not about to let you talk over me because you're not going to misconstrue my words. You're not going to try to misconstrue my words. No.
Jordan, he trying to pull you in, Jordan.
No. I see what he's trying to do.
Daniel, hey, listen, Daniel, Johnny, let's not go back to the All Valley here. Let's keep it copacetic between Copa.
Oh wait, Jordan, before you finish, wait, what did you state? So he was about to cut you off. What did you state?
No. So what I said was Frieza. I didn't say anything about Goku.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I know. What I'm saying is Frieza was faster than him, so he's able to then react and punch him back, and he's smart enough to know how to punch someone. You know, it's not like it's that hard to figure out how to punch somebody back. So with him being faster than him, right, I would argue that because he's faster, that would mean that the reason he was able to punch back is just because he's faster. However, Nightcrawler is now hanging on to that fact.
Hold up. I'm about to eat up.
Nightcrawler is trying to now turn that, which I'm not going to allow him, by the way. He's going to try to turn that and say that thank you for saying, he's saying thank you for saying that because he thinks that I'm also implying and or conceding that Goku can beat and or fight somebody stronger and faster than him, which is not what I'm saying at all, because we all know the results of what was happening because of someone being stronger and or faster than him.
Wait.
So before you do that with Broly. So hold on, let me finish. So before Nightcrawler even tries to turn that against me, I'm shutting that down now. I'm not conceding that point. I'm only stating that Frieza himself is faster than Goku. I'm not saying that Goku keeping up with him or him attacking him and landing blows is that equivalent to saying he is able to beat those people. Beat those people means you won. Goku did never beat Frieza while he was strong or while he was weaker than him. So I never stated that. So there we go.
Okay. Hold up, guys. Andrew, what the fuck is this?
Hold up, no, but you're about to change topics.
No. Hold on. We'll get to that in a second. Go ahead, Nightcrawler.
Also, so he also boosts your perception though.
There was the goat.
I say because that's my so even all right. So I'll concede the fact that Goku did not beat Frieza because I don't give a fuck. It's the fact that you said he's blatantly faster than him. You said it for 3 times, and that means Goku's skill is able to compensate for a physical stat difference in order to make it relative at the bare minimum.
Can I add on to that real quick? Like, you also gotta realize that he also boosts your perception, bro.
Adonis, wait a minute. Wait, which part of the fight of Goku versus Frieza were you talking about? You talking about Namek Saga big forms?
I was talking about when they're up in the air in their base forms going blow for blow. That's what I thought Nightcrawler was talking about.
I'm referencing that.
So hold on, wait. So you talk about base Goku on like the start of their fight, where no full power. Goku didn't use Kaioken because he wasn't getting fucked up at that point. You're saying he was just letting those blows, right? Even though he was stated to be stronger, right?
Yeah, I'm saying that. My verbatim statement was that Goku is able to contest someone, be relative to someone who is Adonis stated is faster than Goku. Or still alone.
Well, here's the thing though. Frieza actually stated that he was holding back to go be on Goku's similar level, and that's why they was duking that shit out.
No, hold up. But the retort that when Goku actually used technique like his Kamehameha, which correlates to my key and skill aspect, Frieza was like, "Yo, what the fuck?
Wait a minute,
are you a monkey to be this smart?"
Are you talking about when he used Kaioken?
No, I'm talking about when he blasted himself out the water because Frieza thought he drowned him.
That was when he used Kaioken. He came out the water using Kaioken.
I'm speaking of the aspect like before.
But Nightcrawler. Hold on. But Nightcrawler. Also, what you're saying?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the hell?
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you
mute yourself.
All right, hold on. All right, no. All right, because Andrew wants to move to the next topic. I already conceded that I think Superman wins. Let me just make a closing statement and we can move on.
Okay.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I think I do think that Goku has a skill aspect that he can hang with people who's faster or who has physical stat differences in him. He's able to contest them. And then 2, even like because of the correlation between key and skill, I think Kaioken, like if we were to correlate it to real life aspects, even though Kaioken doesn't exist, it would be taking what we have as life essence and then amplifying it by whatever like aspect he's doing it by. And because certain philosophies and ideologies exist, like Buddhism and Taoism, that shit is a logical argument I could make, but I don't want to get into that. Well, let's move on to Daredevil versus.
Hold on, because I gotta get on that. Because here's the thing: when it comes to all his fights of him saying that he quote unquote hang in with the niggas, they have the context of why he does that. Goku versus Frieza, holding back beginning of the fight.
He outskilled him though. He outskilled him.
No. He never outskilled him though.
He did.
That's the problem.
He did. So Frieza literally was surprised that Goku was able to outsmart him in an instant.
But you said outskilled, but outsmarting him.
Outskilled and outsmart you. All right, I don't want to get into semantics.
Are you talking about when he used to blow out the water and used to Kaioken?
Yeah, I don't want to get into semantics. No, hold up.
Let me finish, man. Let me finish. So mostly beginning of the fight, he stated already that he low power level to actually be on Goku's near level, and they was duking it out. That's fine. Now, when it comes to the aspect of Frieza being 50% power, he was dogging the shit out of Goku. Now, obviously, Goku had to raise up his power with Kaioken times 20 to actually try to get some damage on Frieza. But guess what? Nothing really happened. He just blew his ass, caught his ass guard, hit him twice, did a Kamehameha, and then Frieza just blocked that shit. After that, he just got shitted on. And then also, even with the 50% power, he was still fucking his ass up to the Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb didn't work, fucked his ass up. Super Saiyan came along. He was stronger than Frieza. Frieza was getting his ass beat. Frieza went to full power. They was relative, which is kind of sad due to the fact that if Goku is more skilled Being Frieza, he should be able to defeat him right then and there. But he used the aspect of, since you just did this and you're not fully trained with your ki, your ass is going to drain more faster than I would. Come to Cell, same thing. Holding back, and even Goku stated, "Oh, I use all my full power. I cannot hang with you. I quit." Come to who else? Beerus, same thing. Broly, same thing.
Hold up. All right, so I'm gonna tackle. All right, so we're gonna end it at this because again we're trying to move on to another topic. For the Frieza statement, again the same argument I've been noting. I'm correlating every technique you noted that Goku used would just be him outskilling Frieza because I'm correlating ki and skill into the martial arts. So moving on to that, you mentioned Cell. Cell obviously is just stronger and more skilled. He not only has Goku's DNA in him, but every other relevant Saiyan and Frieza's DNA in him. Of course, he's gonna outskill him.
Yeah, but that's not.
No, hold on, because we're not.
Wait. Nightcrawler. He also has Tien's abilities as well.
Yeah. Let me finish because we're trying to move on. Number 3, you mentioned Beerus. Goku. So that it was literally a transcendental amount of like power. So no matter how strong or skilled Goku was, until he also got transcendent power, he was not going to hang with Beerus regardless. And that correlates to fucking DC, like DC or Marvel, to be honest. And then I'm willing to argue any of that. Bring up Batman. I'll argue any of those feats. And for what'd you say, Majin Buu? That man was.
I said Broly. I said Broly.
Oh, Broly. He outskilled Broly.
Majin Buu is like a hacking factor.
I would say for the Broly aspect, he was outskilling Broly, and then Broly just had a transcendental amount of power over him to a point where two characters who had god levels of power had to fuse and amplify their fusion in order to contest him. Mm-hmm. So I don't think Broly is a good correlation to be like, yeah, this is that and that and this.
Well, I was gonna say, when he adapted, he mostly adapted to Vegeta with the god power. But other than that, Goku, it's so weird how Goku was able to hang just a little bit in base form. But other than that, yes, he was overpowered.
Because he's him. I'm trying to say
he was overpowered in general still. But when it came like his god form, yeah, he like get him with the keybind, and then he overpowered that shit, got his ass. And in blue form is the only time where he got stronger overall and started fucking up Broly. Until Frieza's bitch ass came in.
And look, Zeno he's improving my point. Broly started, Broly got outscaled by Goku at the start, but his adaptation, which is my main argument, I don't give a fuck about skill. Adaptation is able to triumph skill, brother.
No, he didn't outskill him in the start. Goku got his ass beat. No, I was just saying overall, like beforehand, when he went Super Saiyan Blue, that's when he started fucking his ass up. So we can move on.
Hey, by the way, Key, you've got Yugiro in this fight.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Nah, I actually want, because I watch Baki, I want someone to actually quantify the feats that we see. Because those shits do not make sense. They do not quantify that stuff in the anime.
Bro, Nightcrawler, what are you talking about, bro? Nightcrawler, what are you talking? It makes perfect sense, bro. All I have to do is think of my body at water, and as soon as I slap you, I can basically scrape all the skin off your body to your bone. What are you talking about? That makes sense.
Daredevil can resist that, bro.
It doesn't make any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
You know what's funny is there was someone that came up a while ago when we were talking about Yugiro. And there's a statement in the anime. I don't know if it's in the manga because I haven't read the manga. I've only done the anime.
He's not master of all his martial arts.
Where like they mapped out the exact maximum speed a human body can move or react to. I forget what it was though, but they quantified it lower than that of the reaction of Marvel or DC, which speed of thought or anything along that lines.
And also,
say it again, Andrew.
Does anyone have Yugiro at all?
I don't think so.
In terms of strength, speed, durability, Yugiro got that in spades.
All that to get one tap.
What gives him the speed advantage? What could possibly give Yugiro the speed advantage?
Motherfucker can flash step.
No. I don't think Yujiro's faster. Fuck no. He's definitely stronger though.
Okay, quantify the flash step. Quantify the flash step.
Yeah, what flash step are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about like Bleach. Like
Okay,
he can move.
but when did he do that?
quantified the flash step. How fast is he moving?
Wait, no, don't bring Bleach into this bullshit. No, we're leaving Bleach out of this. Don't you even reference
I
Bleach
think
in
he's
this
just
fucking
saying
shit.
flash step as him like when he like appears and disappears because he's moving faster than like the characters at the time.
He was able to enter the White House.
Yeah, also
Okay, the president can do that. So, what can you like? I don't think you're saying. I don't think you're like he can enter the White House like okay that you just proved that he has legs and you can move.
Fucking Nightcrawler did that in the X-Men movie.
No, when I say it like that, he just like appeared. He didn't like open no doors. He didn't like say
It was already explained like literally how he got in there. He just defeated.
Head of X, real quickly. Do you think it would be fun to do a Ichigo versus Nightcrawler fight?
Oh, brother.
You think that would be interesting?
He gets a bit. Man, hey, hold on, wait. All respect to my nigga to the that's next to me. He gets eviscerated.
No, all right. No, all right. So, all right. Listen, I think
he has the hope sword.
Nightcrawler's instantaneous teleportation.
That hope sword ain't going to do shit.
It will. Because no, listen.
The hope sword is literally Legion, bro.
Yeah, I say not only is
Reiatsu, spiritual pressure.
All right, cool.
GG's.
No, listen.
Legion.
Let me spit. Not only is it Legion, it literally affects abstracts like the Dark Dimension itself, and then the Phoenix. And are you trying to say that Phoenix is not both spirits? Like everything Reiatsu is, Phoenix literally encompasses.
You do realize that Ichigo has full control of his own Reiatsu, though. That's what makes
Bleach
different.
So does Phoenix.
Hold on.
Yeah, but are you saying that Ichigo is more powerful than the Phoenix Force?
That's not what I'm arguing. But what I am saying is Nightcrawler, specifically, not the Hope Sword, because talking about Nightcrawler, his physical body will be eviscerated the moment he gets near Ichigo. Quite literally, that's how spiritual pressure works.
All right, so peep this. Then I'll concede to that notion. Then it'll be a draw. No, listen. No, stop. I'll concede that notion because it'll be a draw. Because the way Nightcrawler's teleportation works is he appears in the physical space of wherever he's teleported. So if he wants to teleport his Hope Sword into Ichigo's head, he'll teleport it in his head. Ichigo dies and he dies. Boom.
You do realize? Hold on. Actually, you know what? You know what? And actually, I'll actually argue that he can't even see Ichigo.
He can. He's seen spirits before.
But can he see Soul Reapers though?
They're spirits, bro.
Soul Reapers are just spirits.
Yeah.
They're just spirits.
They're different ass spirits though. I'm just saying. Hold on. Wait. Are we acting like Aizen? Hold on. Wait. Are we acting like Aizen didn't state himself that depending on how strong you are in your spiritual pressure, like depending on you wouldn't even be able to view and or perceive or even interact with those beings?
All right. So
no. It's his power. No. That's wrong.
I was going to say
you can't perceive his power because when he was on Earth, even the like students could still see him. Like
he allowed him to be. He allowed himself to be seen. And wait, is that Tim?
No.
All right, hold on. Get off my name like that, man. Hold on.
His powers couldn't be perceived. Like he verbatim states, like you can't see my powers.
Wait, hold on.
They can
No. Let me say, Adonis. What do you
realize that was Team Tim?
What like transcendental power are you trying to reference Ichigo has that Nightcrawler can't perceive?
The fact that I don't think Nightcrawler would, me personally, be able to comprehend and or perceive his spiritual pressure and or like his his Reiatsu.
Can you put a qualification on what that is? Like what level you would put his spiritual
pressure? Nightcrawler. This is a better question. Who has Nightcrawler seen in the different dimension of like in the spiritual realm? Like who's that powerful that he's seen before?
Like, all right, so just off that, again, he.
So
wait, hold on. I just got a question. Hold on, because he wanted me to quantify it. So Ichigo's spiritual energy is strong enough to be equated to be the strongest candidate for the next Soul King. The Soul King is able to hold up all different dimensions, Quaco Mundo, the Soul Society, the Living World, and there are also three other infinite dimensions. I can't remember the specific names, but there are separate other infinite dimensions and across inside the Bleach world.
Oh, W
Um,
cosmology diff then, bro. The Rachel Gray as the Phoenix Force just existing is a representation of the McCrane crystal, which is the transfinite. Like literally, eternity is the representation of trans. Is trans? You know what transfinite is, right?
yes,
Like
yes,
an
yes.
infinite stacking of infinity. Yeah. So like the Phoenix Force just merely existing would gap Ichigo, and
I
the
don't
fact
think.
that Nightcrawler isn't getting fucking like mentally shut down by that shit, he's good.
Real quick, my whole thing against that is I don't think, but my thing is Nightcrawler using the Hope Sword. I don't think that changes his durability, does it?
All right,
Well,
so all
he's just
right,
saying
well,
like
no, hold up, because
Nightcrawler
now I think we're so my first aspect. So we're kind of dodging this overall aspect because you first were arguing that like Nightcrawler, like if he got close, he'd get eviscerated, and then I argued my retort to that was just that all right, I don't care. Like the moment he teleports, they both will die. So why would durability matter if we're on the notion that they would both die in the instant they use it? He doesn't attack.
Well, because my thing is I don't. Me personally, okay, fine. I would also argue that Ichigo's fast enough to react to Nightcrawler then.
All right, and then I would just
ain't got
again
no-
just use the Phoenix or any high tier Marvel character to outspeed him.
Okay.
Isn't Nightcrawler essentially immortal though?
Nah, that there was a comic series where he did like Heaven was just like, yeah, I don't take you, so he just can't die.
So
But
why
I think
would
that shit got wrecked
so
up.
why would so how fast is Nightcrawler?
Instantaneous at a
Right,
bare minimum,
right,
I'll say.
right. Okay, but
Yeah, P. Lutton has said this
instantaneous.
multiple times. His speed is instantaneous. His teleport is instantaneous.
'Cause I can go kind of crazy with this shit based off
No.
science.
Here's the thing. No. Nightcrawler. I know about Nightcrawler. Like I know the character. I'm just saying this. I'm just asking you these things because we're kind of in a formal debate, so I'm trying to be proper
I get
about
you.
this. So like I know he travels as an instant, but I want to hear it from you. Okay, cool. So I would argue that not only is Uryu's arrows not only able to um not only was able to catch Yoruba off guard, but he was also able to make sure that it hit him, even though Yoruba has the future has not future sight necessarily, but his Almighty allows him to see every possible um a possibility for something to happen. That is one of the things that Almighty is allowed to do. So I would say the fact that not only is Yuobot able to teleport himself as well, and we know Ichigo has reacted and fought directly relative and or if you want to say equal to Yuobot. But him basically hitting Yuobot with the arrows, given the fact that he can see any and every possibility, I would argue the fact that
Hold on.
I got it. No, I got it right.
The
There's two
direct
things.
counter to you that's not fair.
Well, I'll say
That's
there's two
why
things.
we're gonna do that.
One is not any and all because we've seen like I think 3 instances Ichigo, Uryu, and
We seen Aizen.
yeah, and Aizen of that just not being true. And then the second thing is that Uryu is one of those individuals whose powers just negate the whole thing. So you would have to correlate. You would have to correlate Yuha's base like reaction speed without the Almighty to say how fast that arrow was traveling.
I mean, I guess, but I don't necessarily think that Uryu's a power was neutralizing the Almighty though. Because I could have sworn I know
literally
Ichigo's
countered
does.
it.
I know Ichigo's was, but I don't think Uryu's was.
I'm pretty sure Uryu is the
Remember,
representation.
the reason
of
why
the
Uryu was chosen was because like his ability is a direct counter to Yuha, like overall.
Oh yeah, I remember that because he got that little book or whatever.
Yeah, Jugerum counters Uryu and Uryu counters Yuha. That was like the balance situation going on.
I got no.
Just out of morbid curiosity, because I haven't dipped my toes into bleach yet, I'm not ready for that drug. Is this actually like a reasonable debate, like between these two characters based off their hacks? And abilities?
Me personally, I don't think so. But Nightcrawler's arguing his ass off right now to make it that. So I'm gonna give him that.
No,
but
listen,
I don't
Adonis,
think so.
I'm not even going crazy right now. This is just casual Nightcrawler shit.
But no, but what I'm saying is like from my standard of where I thought of it to be at, you're making it that is what I'm saying. Like you're
That's
making
valid.
me
That's valid.
change my perception on how I thought the fight would really be. But
So
I'm
basically,
hearing
what
you
you're
out.
saying is you thought this was going to be like Johnny Lawrence versus like I don't know, like Hawk, but instead Nightcrawler is turning this into Johnny Lawrence versus Wolf
No,
in the
fuck no.
argument.
So
I don't
here's
think it's that. I don't think it's that good.
What?
Hold on.
so
I think it's like more Mike Barnes versus Johnny type shit.
so
I
so
think
here's
it's
the
more like
Oh,
that.
okay.
so Jordan and Nightcrawler. Here's the thing, though. So we already know, like, with you about freaking abilities, it's already been overcome, like, consistently shown in the series. Now, we know that Nightcrawler's abilities and speed is mostly instantaneous. Now, for Ichigo's standpoint, you know that his spiritual pressure is mostly could overcome Nightcrawler, but for Nightcrawler, I'm pretty sure that I could be wrong. He's been in other realms, been able to see ghosts with higher level than Ichigo,
Mm-hmm.
able to withstand such things. So I'm pretty sure, and like I say,
Such as who?
I'm not
Such as
debating.
who?
All
No,
right,
I'm
all
I'm just asking.
right, now I
No,
got you
you talk.
because all right, Adonis, I don't want to get into niche of it because it's gonna take me a long ass time to correlate it. But psionics and spiritual stuff are like one and one. Hold on, I'll let him.
What
Hold
did you
on.
Yeah,
say,
like
Mephisto or something like
Sorry,
that?
yeah.
my brother
Okay,
was
so
talking.
like
Go
we're
ahead.
oh wait, so this Nightcrawler versus Ichigo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but hold up before let me.
Oh
Adonis, can you
shit.
hear me real quick?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
So
no,
I
I
was,
can hear
it's
you.
gonna take
Sorry,
me a long ass.
my
It's gonna
brother
take
was
me a long
talking.
ass time to break it down. But their psionics and spiritual stuff are literally one to one. Doctor Strange issue number 4. I'll literally give you a comic, the most recent volume. He literally says, "Hey, there's an arcane spiritual signature to mutant psionics. That alone, any psionic, any top tier psionic that Nightcrawler has ever interacted with, just him being able to withstand their energy is enough to say he will withstand Ichigo's spiritual pressure."
Yeah, like he walked. I mean, he
Wait,
walked.
wait, wait, wait. Repeat
He's
that.
walked
Wait,
through the
repeat
brim of
that
hell.
last part again.
I say, all right, so I'll summarize it. The fact that psionic spiritual energy is correlated, and the fact
Demons.
that any psionic energy that Nightcrawler has been able to just withstand or overcome will correlate to him being able to withstand or overcome Ichigo's spiritual pressure.
Like
Why?
you know the thing about it.
I
Like
don't,
the
I
thing
don't,
about
I
it.
don't, I don't, I don't agree to that. Like, how would you
So
equate those to
I
be the
got you.
same
I
thing?
got
So
you.
what? Psionic and spiritual? I gave you the comic.
Yeah. So no, he's wanting to know what psionic energy is. I believe that's what
No,
he's asking.
I'm saying though, why would they? I'm saying though, why would those two things inherently go off the same things as far as like how they work?
Oh,
Because
that's why I gave you the comic. I know, like naturally, like if you look at the two power sources like on their own, you'd be like they won't fucking correlate. But with Marvel, like psionics in Marvel is literally the jack of all trades with
Energy.
powers. You can literally do whatever the fuck you want to do with psionics. You want to
Yeah,
fight
right,
with a
right, right.
ghost?
No.
Gee,
I'm saying no. I get it. No, psionics are spiritual, are like spiritual energy. What I'm saying, how do I word this? You can have like the same properties of something, but that doesn't mean it's gonna go to the same effect. Like what I'm saying is like okay, if I create a sword, right? A sword made out of just like a regular metal like iron, right?
okay.
And I try to cut somebody, right? You could say if I go full swing, that's probably going to go through them, right? However, right, if I use a lightsaber is way more lethal than a regular iron sword. Basically, what I'm saying is the damage and or effectiveness of said thing. How would those things
Oh,
compare?
so you're asking, since with Ichigo's spiritual pressure of being that strong, you're trying to ask how strong that psionic energy is that
Yes, how strong would
Yeah.
that be equating to
All right,
Ichigo's
so
spiritual
I
energy?
got you.
That's
I
what
got
I'm
you
asking.
one
Actually,
instance.
I think it.
I got you
I
with one.
think psionic energy and spiritual pressure isn't too different at all because, like,
it's not.
He just said
it's
he just
That's
asked
not what
how.
I'm
defined by
arguing. That's not
your
what I'm
like
arguing.
your level of.
Hold on, Tim.
You
I'm
got
trying to.
to.
Yeah, hold on. Let Nightcrawler respond because he said he had an answer for me. So go
All right,
ahead.
so like this,
Dude, is this well? Hold on, is that really Tim Tim?
yeah.
Yeah, that's Tim.
Tim, I got so concerned for you. I was going to put an Amber Alert out. I didn't know what happened to you, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. We can't even call him Tim no more. He's Tim. He's just Tim.
He's just Tim. Oh, dude.
So Adon,
Talk ban.
I know it's gonna sound crazy, but there's not a single mutant psionic that has not fought either the Shadow King or the Phoenix.
Facts.
Both of those entities exist in the mystery, and those are two layers of transcendental to multi-eternity, which is a transfinite being.
Yes. Yeah. I'm aware. I got you.
Like,
Gentlemen, I just want to give you all a heads
so-
up. I have about another 15, 20 minutes, and then I got to hop off to the dad thing. So
all right,
just
no,
a
that's
full warning.
I understand, Andrew. Like, no, I'm glad Nightcrawler brought that up because you got to think the level of occultic stuff that Nightcrawler or a lot of the X-Men encounter, like just like if it's not with the Phoenix, it's like literally like going over and dealing with stuff on high. Like Storm literally is right now in another plane of existence right now. Like she's literally over there right now, and they walk around that. Magneto's over in another plane. They done dealt with Bass. You know, those are upper echelon gods. Like I think when it comes to like, and I believe Doctor Strange, he takes you to the black market. That's like high level demons and lords of hell down there, and like they have conversations with them. Like I don't think like spiritual pressure to Marvel is going to be a problem to Marvel characters like Nightcrawler because they deal with high level entities that they either fight or encounter or make deals with or that walk around the fucking mansion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be the same. If that makes any sense, because you got what's the eyeball Shuri Gura Wrath or
Shima Gorath.
Yeah, like that is a high. Like do you even know how big that motherfucker's like huge in his actual realm? Like he's
He's completely made up of antimatter, so his pure existence is like I just fucked shit up. Like
right. And I'm saying like they've encountered that. Like Nightcrawler hops in and out of I forgot what's the space that he actually teleport. Like we think he teleports, but he's hopping into another dimension.
Brimstone dimension.
Right, and so that's what I'm saying. Like he's kind of like the kind of right kind of person to send to the Soul Society. It wouldn't really freak him out, especially how religious he is. Like he's kind of like the right person that actually you might want to send there. Like him, Magic.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
The Nightcrawler thing is though is that I believe you did answer it. I hope so. But like just for like clarification, you're saying that the psionic energy that these mutants have used. I don't know which one. Let's clarify that used it.
Who got Magic?
Who
like
did they affect on a high level?
So just for example, Nightcrawler is a second generation X-Men. So he's dealt with both Jean Grey and Charles, both when they are either the Phoenix or being corrupted by the Shadow King. That's just verbatim. Outside of that, pretty recently you can read Legion of X. His psionic defenses or spiritual defenses, because we're making the same correlation, has been amplified by Legion to a point where like entities like Nimrod, like almost Dominion mystery level entities can't even tell what he is as an entity. So like, and that's not even like that's just three. Like again, Nightcrawler is a second generation mutant. Think about how many psionics have shown up, and Nightcrawler has been in every fight that's happened.
Okay, so then if we get that down, I think we should just argue the speed aspect at this point, because I'm pretty sure in Bleach, I'm pretty sure they don't actually state how fast they're going. Like the Flash Step, I'm pretty sure it stated that when you use the Flash Step too many times, it does get slower over time the more you use it, depending on how skilled you are with it. I see that like Yodorichi when she was going up against who was she going up against on the bridge? I think was it Eisen that she went up against on the bridge before.
Hey Andrew, make me big screen when you get a chance, brother. I want you to.
No, it was Byakuya.
You know the thing about it, Nightcrawler. I was surprised you haven't brought up like Nightcrawler's dad, Azazel, and like Azazel, and he's not a low level.
Well, technically, Azazel's not even his dad anymore. I got retcon.
That's fast.
Man, fuck all that.
Stupid, but whatever.
Hey, they did it. They did it, not me.
Well,
we're not going with that.
think about it though. Like he's technically his dad because Mystique copies his genes to the T, like 1-to-1. So technically, Azazel's still his dad, but it was
no,
Mystique that
no,
did it.
Nightcrawler. Here's my thing, right? And here's my thing. I don't have an issue with how. Here's the thing. I'm not mad, or I'm not even mad. I'm irritated. I'm not even irritated at the fact that they made Mystique be able to do that to have Kurt right with her girl. That's not why I got irritated. I got irritated because after 20 something years, now you do that. Why?
I agree with you.
You have to be fair. Like,
so wait a minute.
During his reincarnation, like early 80s, like to early 2000s, the ideology of something like that was just not acceptable.
So I got a question.
Sure, no, but Nightcrawler, sure, I get that. But what I'm saying is, though, something is already shown as canon for 20 something years.
Right. Yeah,
why change it if there's no real reason besides if you're trying to push a certain agenda?
So
because there was nothing wrong with it.
All right, so my retort to that, for those same amount of years that you're saying that there was nothing like relevant to it, there has been like notions of Mystique being like Nightcrawler's like parent. So the only thing they did is take that aspect of Mystique being his mom to making it his biological mom. And the only way they could do that was to like, hey, she became her dad.
Well, no, but the thing is though, it was already. But my thing is, they already like stated and confirmed that Azrael was his father. Though that's my whole thing.
Still is.
It's
not right. They in retcon. He still is his father. That's why I said the 1-to-1 thing. Like he still is his father.
No, but I'm saying here's the thing, Nightcrawler. Again, that's what you're hanging on that fact, and I give you that. It's not how they did it; it's when they did it. I just felt like it was very unnecessary.
It's basically going to that sperm bank and then just putting that shit in there. But he didn't do.
Yeah, I get it. Like I would have preferred. Here's the thing: if they would have did this, here's the thing: if they would have did this from jump, I would have been like, all right, fine, that's cool, whatever, no problem. However, I do understand what you're saying, but it wasn't as accepted. My thing is, I don't think that's as good as an excuse for me personally, because we have plenty of characters. They may not have been TERANS. I don't know if you can say that on here but I don't know. But I don't. They may not have been that part of the spectrum of their sexuality, but there have been plenty of GAY characters in Marvel and or DC. Some of them were even accepted, but I wouldn't even say that to push this agenda. To say that Mystique doing that, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, the reason why we raise an eyebrow is because of when it happened. Because, like you said, it makes sense. It makes sense for her character to be able to do that. I just feel like they should have started with that. They should have just led with that.
Now you got me.
Hey, I have a stupid question. I'm sorry. But if Mystique can do that, can she turn herself into a man?
Yeah.
Then do the dirty and and then impregnate herself by insemination.
I don't know.
Technically, maybe. That's very interesting. But what were you saying, Nightcrawler?
I said, all right, now you got me. Gotta get technical based off years and shit. So Nightcrawler's lore of him being related to Azazel, I don't think happened until 2006 to 2012. So it wasn't really a 20 to 30 year gap. It was more 10 to maybe 15. So I don't think it's that drastic. And again, when the fuck did gay marriage, not saying this in a derogatory way, when did gay marriage did not get accepted, legalized until around that year, 2012.
Yeah.
So
But they showed that in the 90s X-Men. Remember that? In the 90s X-Men, they showed Nightcrawler bumping into Mystique and being awkward as fuck. Hell, even even Rogue was Mama, are you gonna ever talk to him? Nah, I ain't got you. Y'all remember that cartoon? Y'all remember that happened in the show? Rogue was yo, are you gonna ever talk to our brother? You ever gonna talk to him? Nah. He said, you know what? Jesus will provide. So yeah, they had the parental conversation. It's just that she's just a dick about it. She's a piece of shit parent. That's all.
You
But
know,
yeah,
but
they had
I didn't want to stay on. I didn't want to stay on that for too long. I was just commenting on that just
Cobra
to share my
Kai.
thoughts. That's it. But Joy, what you?
Yeah, we got
I
like
bet,
5 minutes
great.
before I have to
That's
head
all.
up to
That's
the
all. The
kids.
time I need. I just needed you to
God
look at
damn.
this.
I just got here.
So wait.
I mean, it's just I think the list is like a little tough. Not gonna lie to you. Oh, is that just
Wait,
Cobra Kai fighters? Like at Cobra Kai?
just the teens. No, no, because you got Sam and Robbie and Hawk in them right
Is
there.
Axel
Axel,
not a
he's right
teen?
here.
Wait, you have
He's
Axel at
right
three?
Axel is a teen.
He's at 3.
Ooh.
Everybody that participated in the Sekai Taikai are all under the age of
No,
18.
I'm aware.
Where they getting money for this Cobra Kai tournament?
Seeing
Where they getting
Axel
this damn
at
money
3 is terrifying.
Why?
Because he's dramatically better than everybody else.
Whoa. Dramatically better? Hold on, wait.
No,
You can't
Miguel
be
is the closest.
Wait. Hold on, wait. You can't be dramatically better than somebody and lose to that person.
Well, no,
It can happen. It can happen.
Okay. Let me take that back. Let me take that back.
I was gonna
You
say,
can't
yeah,
be
that's that.
hold on,
That
hold on,
that's
hold on.
a
Axel is not dramatically better than Miguel.
No. Okay, so
he's not.
This is the way I look at
Hold
it.
on, hold on. This is the problem, right? Being a good fighter, especially in the Miyagi-verse, consists of more than just being able to exert a lot of force, bro. There's more than just being able to
Wait,
hit
are you
hard.
talking to me?
No, I'm saying in general.
Yeah,
saying in general.
my argument's gonna be like nothing like that. In case that's
I
what
mean-
you thought. So, like,
No, I'm just saying in general because Axel is not remotely better than Miguel or Robbie.
yeah,
for
we
numerous reasons.
can talk about
no
that.
on a fundamental level on paper.
Can
Yes,
I
yes,
say
he is
the-
because
can
that's
I
the
say
whole
the
point
point,
of
maybe?
that's the whole point of the story. It's an underdog story.
Sorry, I'm like so
real
confused.
quick.
I'm trying to
real
make
quick.
the argument like real
Yeah.
quick, and
He
then
did, like
everyone has
Joy's
told me
trying to
why my
counter what I'm
argument is
saying.
wrong before I said it.
Yeah,
So-
no, Joy. Yeah,
Okay,
Joy's trying to counter
let
what
Joy get
Joy's
his,
trying to counter what I was saying.
Yeah,
That's why
so-
he's like,
The reason I think Axel is dramatically above everybody else is because of the way that they talk about Axel while training. They say that Axel's moves are fundamentally unable to be bypassed, saying that he is the best defensive fighter and that they need to find out what he's going to do so they can find the counter to it, which is why they develop an entire program surrounding every move he has to find the perfect counter to those moves.
for who? For who?
For Axel.
For Axel.
No. For
Yeah.
who?
Yeah, for Robbie to
Robbie?
get by. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go more into detail with that. So Miguel, right, is fighting Axel, but he's fighting as Axel, preparing all of Axel's moves, preparing Robbie by learning everything Axel has. Inherently, that just is an unnecessary amount of prep no one else has. But even further than that, I think even without saying that Miguel prepped for Axel's main fighting style, which is factually and objectively 100% true, Robbie
Sure, we
prepped
can go with that.
against Axel's entire style, then started to get the advantage when they forced Axel to switch off of his main style. But Axel's still the only fighter who has portrayed two dominant styles that work in tandem together, besides just offense and defense, which is how the series is portrayed up to that point.
Well,
And
no,
with that in line,
That last part I don't agree with, but
I
Hold
mean,
on,
we can talk about. I mean, I guess not
Yeah.
here, but later.
go
And
ahead.
then my main point with Axel being the best is I think it's so clear that Axel is not willing to go all out against Miguel in that final point where Miguel knocks him out because they have him flash and look at Sam, who's crying while his coach is trying to give him directions to end the fight.
He is blatantly portrayed to be distracted.
Nope, that's not
He
it. That is not. That is not it.
Okay.
That is not what that was.
Gentlemen, I hate to do
Okay.
this, but
Okay, wait, hold on.
I'm at the.
Yeah, Andrew, hold on. Before you go, Joy,
I can
hold
start
on,
a new
Joy.
live if anything.
Joy.
I can start a new live afterwards.
Will, you're fast and furious thing. I'm just gonna go to my Professor Ignite account, Joy. I'm gonna go to my backup because my multi-guest shit is messed up right now. I'm gonna go to
we
that.
can talk about it there. Thank you for having me up, Andrew. Sorry I joined while I played.
There you go.
See you, Andrew.
I'm gonna go live again tomorrow night, so if you guys are up for it,
Have a good night, Andrew.
cool. Peace.